Hi, good morning, everybody. Today we're going to talk about cross-cultural communication. Let me give an introduction to my team. It will be myself, I'm Ming. This is Jinning. Yeah. This topic will be covered in week 8, so we're just going to give you guys like a preview kind of thing. Yeah. Enjoy. Right. So why is cross-communication important? Because from the growth of globalization, and it has made it vital for people from different cultural backgrounds to work together. So therefore, we need a better communication between each different cultures, and there's an increasing demand for knowledge and training in intercultural communication skills and multicultural team building, and also the intercultural competency. And being culturally contingent affects the effectiveness of multicultural teams that we are seeing today in most companies. Okay. We've got some statistics to show you guys of the current trend. Is it too bright? Of the current trends that we are looking at now, the top criteria for people to send their members out for expatriation, the top few are high potential employees and specific or rare skills that they need to send this person overseas, and followed by willingness and previous international experience and cultural abilities or skills. But from what we see, actually they try to put cultural abilities or skills at the bottom because they feel that it can be trained, but apparently there are a lot of implicit stuff that people usually foresee. And also, more figures. Stop falling asleep. There's competencies assessed during selection process. Means when you're a candidate, what they look for, the top one is leadership skills, followed by flexibility, cross-cultural communication, technical skills, and family suitability. And we can see it's only 46% doing family suitability, so it's pretty upsetting. Yeah, this is the latest statistics is from the 2011 Global Relocation Trends Survey reports that we see from the previous lecture. I stole from your notes. Yeah, and cross-cultural communication, very important but often neglected. And also it's because it's kind of hard to measure that, because the person itself doing this assessment has to really know what's going on, and if he's so competent himself, he should just send himself. So yeah, that's sort of like ironic. Okay, so how do we measure? There's this cross-cultural communication competency model by Matif and Nelson in 2004. They made a study about it. So what they did was they came out with this criteria to measure by these 4 categories: interpersonal skills, team effectiveness, cultural uncertainty, and cultural empathy. So you can actually put a number to it to make it more measurable, like put it from a scale to 1 to 5 and kind of thing. Like for example, yeah, like they give you an example and see if your openness to cultural differences, and maybe you answered it very well and you get a 5, and you get a high score, and you're good to go. Okay, so there's also a high content versus low content cultures that is very important when it comes to cross-cultural communication. High content cultures, this is also in lecture notes, so just listen briefly. So okay, high content cultures, they usually have they speak in implicit messages, or okay, for example, you need to submit this as soon as possible to us, and a low context culture will say, oh, you need to give me by 5 o'clock, and you gotta get this done, this done, this done, this done, and that done. And yeah, there's the difference in the way they speak, and also locus of control. And high context countries, they have personal acceptance for failure. If this thing doesn't go well, it's my fault. And low context cultures, they usually blame other factors, other external factors, like maybe the weather isn't so good, that's why I'm not so productive today, kind of
Let's interrupt. I'm just running an exam next door. So can we just turn down?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, because the shot's going through. Thanks.
I think I'm just going to speak from further away. Is that right? Okay, I'll just use my voice. Alright?
That's fine.
I'll need more points for that. Okay, anyway, alright, use of communication. Lower context cultures, they use less body language to express themselves. Like, for example, now I'm doing a very big expression. Probably I'm from a high context culture, okay? And expression, like, for low context cultures, is very obvious, okay? It's like if they're upset, you can see it on their faces. If they're angry, there's anger written all over their face, okay, something like that. Whereas high context, they'll nod and smile and yeah, right, but they're thinking of something else. They want to kill you, okay? And group cohesion. High context, they emphasize on relationships and families and group thingy, yeah. And whereas low context, they're more kind of like independent and not so loyal to a certain extent, okay? And commitment to relationships. High context cultures, they feel that relationships are more important than the task itself, whereas low context, they're more results oriented. They want to get there, the process, they don't really care about how you do it, as long as you get it done, kind of thing, yeah. So, and flexibility of time, the product, blah, 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 I've mentioned earlier. So, yeah, there's a very big difference. So when you communicate with between different cultures, you have to be aware of all these things. More details next week lecture. So okay, let's do a simple activity to see if you guys can understand some of these crazy things that appeared on the screen now. Okay, so what do you think is the first one? It's it says "Puara." Any idea? What is it? Do you guys use that in Philippines?
Meaning what? Like the question?
No, like this is different. This is like Puara. An example is Puara, I've won $2 million from lottery. Any idea?
Correct.
Expression.
Yeah, it's sort of. It's like yes, I did it, kind of thing. Like, you know, like yeah, kind of. Congratulations, you have won yourself chocolate. Very good chocolate. Okay, let's try the next one. Open to all. Keong na. What does keong na means? Okay, example. Keong na, Tai got a promotion.
Oh my.
Congratulations.
Wrong, it's not congratulations. Yeah. Nah, it's not. It has a meaning. It has a.
He doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah,
Really?
that's right. Yes, like kelong na. It means like, oh damn, that's corrupted, or that's biasness, or it's not fair, kind of thing. Yeah. And kiasu, what does kiasu mean? Like example, well, my colleague Cindy is very kiasu. I can never catch up.
Busy.
Busy? No, not busy.
Fast?
Clever, wrong.
Fast?
Fast? Half correct. It actually means very competitive, highly competitive, and afraid of losing out. It's like, what? You're very careful. Why are you doing this when the submission is on a month later, kind of thing? Yeah. So we use the word kiasu. Okay, for the fourth one, bo pian le. What does bo pian le mean? Okay, it's example. Bo pian le. The boss asked me to do it.
No.
Kind of. Yeah. Any other better explanation for bo pian le?
Here we go again.
No, actually, bo pian le, it means like, oh, I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice, but I have to do it. Yeah. So these are little things that usually you don't get from a training or cross-cultural training or something like that. It's very embedded. And also, these are actually a combination of many different languages that we use in Singapore. So